There's something weirdly different about animated movies from the 2000s. They just had personality, not just the characters, the movies themselves. They felt expressive, chaotic, emotional, weird, and sometimes completely unhinged. In the best way possible. You can instantly recognize the energy of movies like Shrek 2, Madagascar, or The Incredibles because they all had their own identity. Meanwhile, today, a lot of animated movies feel strangely similar. Same humor, same emotional structure, same animation style, same safe storytelling. And while modern animation looks amazing, a lot of it feels less memorable. Because somewhere along the way, animated movies stopped feeling messy and personal, and started feeling optimized. 2000s animation felt fearless. Studios were experimenting constantly. Every company had a completely different style. DreamWorks Animation was making loud, sarcastic, pop culture heavy movies. Pixar focused on more emotional storytelling and strong world building. Cartoon Network cartoons were weird and chaotic. Nickelodeon shows felt gross, expressive, and unpredictable. Nothing felt standardized yet. Movies and shows were allowed to have strange humor, ugly expressions, awkward pauses, bizarre side characters, and random jokes that existed purely because they were funny. Animation felt less corporate. It felt like artists were trying to entertain themselves as much as the audience. And that creative freedom gave these movies identity. Even when the animation was perfect, which most of the time it wasn't, the personality carried everything. The 2000s were full of animated movies that honestly should not have worked. But studios made them anyway. Movies like Chicken Little, Over the Hedge, and Robots all had completely different energy. Studios weren't obsessed with building giant cinematic universes yet, so animated movies were allowed to feel random and experimental. Some movies were emotional, some were sarcastic, some were genuinely strange. And because animation studios were competing heavily during that era, everyone was trying to stand out. Now it feels like many animated movies follow the exact same formula. Emotional opening, quirky sidekick, safe humor, dramatic twist, inspirational ending. The structure became predictable, but 2000s animation felt less controlled. Sometimes that meant the movies were messy, but messy movies can still be memorable. 2000s animated movies also had incredible music identity. You hear songs from Shrek 2 or Surf's Up and instantly feel transported back in time. Animated movies used pop punk, rock music, licensed songs, and chaotic montage sequences. Everything felt energetic. The music choice gave movies attitude. Eventually, animation studios realized franchises make enormous money, so instead of making strange standalone movies, studios started focusing on more sequels, spin-offs, and more recognizable brands. Now everything has to become a universe. Every character has to become marketable. Every movie has to appeal to every age group, every country, and every demographic at once, which means movies become safer.